Do you feel like you have your own gifts and you want to explore and expand them? How many times do you have dreams that just come true, or you will simply know something? Well, guess what? You can expand and develop your gifts today. Go to colbyrebel.com and visit my classes. I have e-courses that you can watch and learn in the comfort of your home. Everything from intuition, psychic, to even connecting to loved ones on the other side. So visit colbyrebel.com and start developing your gifts today.
Sometimes I feel like a star, but only strictly where I'm famous. I'm in this for the longest haul, like we'll see where it takes us. I'm throwing back these double shots like whiskey here is weightless. Cause this career I chose was even riskier than Vegas, yo.
Oh, hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Colby Rebel Show. I am your host, Colby Rebel, where my goal tonight is to bring your loved ones a little bit closer. So I'm super excited to be here, happy to chat with you. Please be sure to get in the call line 310 997. 4966 310 997 4966. And I'm going to take your calls at random. Be sure to have your question or your connection. Really excited. Getting into the new year, we're starting to dive in. Things are feeling a little bit better for many of us. The one thing that I was super happy to see, both with my clients and just in the environment around me personally, was that even though 2020 was difficult and 2021 may have started off a bit rough, people still feel optimistic, right? People are still saying, look, it's still going to be my best year, still going to be better. And that's really because of that resiliency that we have deep inside, that specialness that we're not going to quit, right? We're not going to give up. And that grit is what's really going to help you manifest what you want in this year. So, really start thinking about it, focusing on it. What is it you want to pull in? And then be sure to put it out there. What plan do you need? How do you need to do it? What is needed to create the life you desire? So, all excuses aside, right? And we start working hard. Just this past Monday, I had the manifestation workshop. We had a fabulous time. It was so much fun. People really seem to enjoy it, get a lot out of it. And so, even with that, it gave me a lot of ideas of things I'm going to bring to you this year that I'm very, very excited about bringing. So, there are some things to go into. One of the things I wanted to mention, there's so many people really developing their gifts this time, this year. I think last year really made you really dive in. What do I want? Who am I? And so I have my online e-courses. So this is a really great chance for you to study, for you to learn. There's e-courses there for you. So that means you can watch them in the comfort of your home, right? They're pre-recorded. So you don't have to be on somebody else's schedule, or the time zone isn't a factor. Of course, I have live classes and such. Actually, we have the development circles coming up. We have the advanced coming up in February. So this is, people who have been doing this and you have some experience. And we have the beginners. Hey, you're a newbie. You want to try this? You want to see what's going on. So the one thing I love is that there's really a class for every level, no matter where you're starting. You can join me, we can hang out, find your tribe, be a part of it. As you know, now tickets are selling really fast for Love and Messages. So Love and Messages is Joe Shield and myself. And some of you may remember that Joe Shield, he's a spirit artist. So he's got this phenomenal talent to see spirit and then draw that spirit as he's connecting to him. In fact, he could draw a spirit I'm connecting to. He really has that ability to see and draw and connect what that spirit looks like, or a member of the family of that spirit, to the recipient. So he and I are going to do a live event. It's going to be on Zoom. This is Friday, February 12th. It's a great Valentine's gift that you can do with your honey. Come in together, do it, get tickets. But anyhow, it's from 6 to 7:30 Pacific time. As I mentioned, though, the tickets are selling super fast for this one. So you want to go on my website and go to the events tab. And that's where you're going to find it to purchase your tickets, or on my Facebook page. So please don't miss out. It's going to be a wonderful night. And, a lot of us, things are still going to be in lockdown. You may not be able to go out to dinner, but why not order takeout in and join us for a romantic night? Okay. So, we are going to take some callers. We're going to have fun with this. I'm really excited about it. So, you all know the rules for me. You did so wonderful last week, though. So, thank you very, very, very much. My editor was super happy for you. The easier we do it, the easier it is on him, right? So, just as you know, no speakerphone, right? Really interferes, and really be conscious of what I'm doing and what I'm saying so that you can answer me as quickly as possible. That helps tremendously. It helps with the connection, it helps with the connecting to the audience, those listeners who are not getting through at that moment because you're on that call line. So, being on that call line, what is your question specifically? Or who is that connection specifically? Who do you want to connect to? So, I'm looking forward to it. We are going to dive in. We are going to see who is here and how we are going to start connecting. So let's just start doing it, right? Let's see. How about 847? Hey,
Hi,
847. Hi there. Who is this?
this is Jillian.
Hi, Jillian. How are you, honey?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm good. I'm good. What can I do for you tonight?
So I just had some questions about my pregnancy. With my first son, I had a lot of issues, and I was just wondering if you saw like it was going to be like a healthy pregnancy. There wasn't going to be like any issues.
With the current pregnancy, is that what you're saying, honey?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just looking into it. Honestly, this one does feel to be a lot better. It really, really does. You naturally have a bit of a sensitive system. Do you know what I mean? So I think because you have a
Yeah.
sensitive system, you do have to be a little more careful. But it does feel like this is going to be okay. It's almost like your body is a little more used to it now. I wonder if there were some health issues though with the last pregnancy. Did you have any sort of anemia or anything with blood that was off at all with that one that you can remember?
Not going into it, but I got blood clots after it.
Okay, got it. Okay. Because I kept feeling that there's something with this. So I feel like going in, I feel like this is going to be okay. I want you to relieve the stress though, because I pick up more on your stress about it than I do the actual situation. Okay.
Uh,
So I really want you to, I really
Yeah.
want you to release stress. I want you to, you're waiting for something to happen. I want you to really start releasing that fear. Really use that visualization to envision a beautiful baby, envision it being healthy, envision everything going okay so that you can really calm your system down, okay? Because I just feel like you're so nervous and so like almost like you're so upset. So I just want to help you relax,
Yeah.
okay? Okay. The other thing too is this is going to sound really weird. It is what it is. I saw someone helping maybe having your spouse really kind of massage the bottom of your feet, like as you're laying down. I kind of feel like this is going to help. I have no idea why.
Yeah.
But if he tries to tell you it's crazy, you can let him listen to this and say, "Hey, the psychic told us, honey." But I think it has
Okay.
to I think it not only is it, maybe for circulation, right? Helping that circulatory system, but I think also just to help stress relieve, just to kind of help that kind of connection. And I think even to help ground you, right? So I would try
Okay.
these things. I don't know why I keep getting 3, 4 months. Are you 3 or 4 months along, or is there a connection to this somehow?
Um, I'm due the beginning of June, and so I'm about 5 months along.
Okay, okay. What's your due date?
Uh, June 4th is
There
gonna be
we
the
go.
C-section.
Okay, but see, that's remember I said 3 or 4? That's our 4. There we go. That's our
Oh,
4.
oh, okay.
Okay, so what's interesting is because I got the 3 and you have the C-section on the 4th, maybe some way it's a little sooner, maybe it's something maybe you go to the hospital on the 3rd, I don't know, but we're right there. We're right in that sweet spot, okay? So, you're 5 months
Okay.
along. I just want you to really is this a boy or I keep feeling you have a boy. Do you have a boy yet?
Yeah, it's a boy.
Okay, perfect. Good. So, see, we're so far so good, mama. So far so good. I think the next thing is for you to really manifest this baby. Really envision a healthy, strong boy for you. Really envision him. I'm curious, does your husband happen to have blue eyes? I saw the baby having blue eyes, so I was kind of curious if that's going
Yeah.
to Okay.
I
Okay.
I have Hazel and then my husband has blue.
Okay. I believe this baby's gonna have blue eyes, which is gonna be super cute, right? So
Like it's a
and
brother.
and interesting, I wonder if he's gonna have a little dimple. I just saw a little dimple. Does the other baby have dimples, or do we have dimples somewhere?
No.
Interesting. Pay attention. I almost feel like it's just something on one side. It didn't feel like it was both sides. So maybe there's a little dimple, or maybe there's like the smile, you know how some people will smile and it will go off to the side, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like they're holding a secret. So
Mhm.
maybe there's something like this that this
Yeah.
baby will have. So if that's the case, you let us know, okay? And I
I
just want to
will.
I want to send you lots of love around this. I do. I feel very good about this. So I just want you to relax and feel good about this as well. Do you understand an R name connected to anyone, Richard, Ricardo, anything like that that you can.
Um, my my grandpa's Richard, and then my son's middle name is River.
Okay, perfect. Your grandfather is in the spirit world. Is this correct?
Um,
Or is he
no,
he's still
he's
here?
got dementia, which I
Okay.
hear can be
Okay,
like kinda like
that's right.
iffy.
Okay, so just know that's true. So just know that somehow your grandpa is very much I think just knowing that you've got his support or he's around you somehow through this process. So even though he's got dementia, don't be afraid to share it with him and talk to him about it and things like that, okay?
Okay, okay. Thank
Okay.
you.
All right. Lots of love to you. You have a beautiful night and celebrate. Let's just start celebrating. Let that stress. Oh my goodness. You should see. My shoulders are so stressed. I want you to relax those shoulders. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Good
Thank
night,
you so
honey.
much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye, hon.
Good night. Bye.
Okay, let us take another caller here. So much funding, lots of babies and lots of pregnancies coming in, and lots of people getting pets. So we might end up with another baby boom for 2021, right? That 2020. If we're going to look at some silver lining, it may be a baby boom. I feel a lot of babies coming in. Do you feel like you have your own gifts and you want to explore and expand them? How many times do you have dreams that just come true? Or you will simply know something? Well, guess what? You can expand and develop your gifts today. Go to colbyrebel.com and visit my classes. I have e courses that you can watch and learn in the comfort of your home. Everything from intuition, psychic, to even connecting to loved ones on the other side. So visit colbyrebel.com and start developing your gifts today. Okay, so here we go. How about let's do 763. Hi, 763. This is Colby. Who is this?
Hello, this is Amy.
Hi, Amy. How are you?
I'm good.
Good, good. What can I do for you tonight, honey?
I am just wondering if I have any past loved ones or I have a grandmother that I've never met
Uh huh.
and I have a couple friends that have passed.
Okay, got it. Would you understand? I'm actually, I'm actually feeling a male around you. So I know you wanted your grandma, but I feel a male coming in for you. So would you understand a male in the spirit world where there may be an illness or a cancer connected to his passing for you? Would you understand that? Real quick though, one of the friends is a
I
female
have a
friend. Go ahead. What? You have a grandfather, right?
Yes, I
Okay.
have a grandfather that passed from cancer.
Okay, because he's the first one that steps in, but nudging him is a female. I wonder if you worked with her at some time. I know you said friends, but I almost feel like I don't know if you met her through work or somehow you were in the same line of work, but I keep feeling there's that lady too. But let me just focus on your grandfather for now, okay? Because I feel like your grandfather steps
Okay.
in, and I feel like your grandfather, he really gives me a sense where I feel like he was one that tried to have everything put together, or like he was definitely a patriarch. Like I definitely feel like he was someone who people got along with, right? He keeps showing me khaki trousers. I'm not really sure if he just wore trousers or khaki. I'm not really sure. But he just keeps giving me the sense that people felt very close to him. Even the family felt close to him. Does that make sense around this grandfather?
Yes, I don't know him very well.
Okay.
I think I was 4 when he
When he
passed.
passed? Okay, got it. Okay, got it. Would you happen to know if at all he smoked or smoked a pipe? Would you happen to know that at all, or do you
Yes,
just not? Okay, okay.
yes,
I feel like when he
yes.
wants to come in, I'll just let you know that because you can't validate too much, right? But I want you to know that he has been around you. So your entire life, this man has been around you. He really guides you. He really offers this whole level of support for you, and I wanna let you know that he just loves you to pieces. He really, really loves you, and I feel like he's letting you know that he is around you, okay? And wanting to share
O
that with you, okay, Amy? And then Amy, would you happen to
okay.
have children yourself, honey? Do you have 2 kids or are their children connected to
Yes,
you? Okay, because he lets me know that
I
he's
have 1.
okay. He lets me know that he is around your child as well, and he's been around your child, okay? I keep feeling a
Okay.
do you happen to have a son as well? Because I keep feeling there's a male with you.
Yes,
Okay, perfect. So
I
he's let
have 1 son.
okay, because he's letting us know that he is with him, okay, and around him as well, okay? Now, real quick too,
Okay.
this female friend, so this female friend definitely gives me I get the sense that she was super, super prior to her illness. I think there is a cancer connection or an illness connected to this passing with this woman, okay? And I feel like with her,
Okay.
her personality is definitely more bold than yours, right? Like I think she was either more outgoing than you or more vocal than you cuz I just feel
Yes.
like she can make everybody laugh.
Yes.
Like she can make her everybody would like pee their pants. Like this would be funny. She loved doing this with people, right? And I feel like she didn't take herself too
Yes. Yes.
seriously. I'm just curious, Amy, do you or her was anybody in the medical industry at all or nursing or anything like this?
Um, he no, no.
Okay. Would you understand,
A lot of my family is
oh,
medical.
okay, got it. Okay, so that's just maybe some loved ones stepping in. That's fine. I'm just gonna hold them off for now so that I can focus on this friend. But I get this friend, like, she definitely gives me a feeling of being very, very I think this was a close friend because she's very bonded to you, right? I feel like this is someone that you could share
Yeah.
things with and she absolutely loved to share things with you. I really feel like it's like about not taking life too seriously because she doesn't feel very old when she passes. So I think for her, it's hard, and I keep feeling like you were with her in the hospital, or at some point you were there, definitely towards the end. I Is that true? Were you with her? Does that make sense to you?
I was emailing with her and talking with her the just hours prior to her
Okay, got it.
passing.
Okay, because she definitely lets me know that she was with you, or you were with her, and I felt like it was very I think it was very consoling, so I wanted to let you know that your words were very consoling to her. It was nice to hear that she meant a lot. I don't know if you said you mean a lot to me or I don't but she feels good that she meant a lot. There's something about what you said that made her realize she did mean a lot, and I feel like that was really important. She left behind some children as well. Would that be correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
She has
Be
5 children.
because I feel like for her, she just gave me goosebumps because I feel like this was a major concern for her, because some of them weren't as old. I think there's a couple 2 of them are definitely a little on the younger side. So I feel like for her, this was,
Yes,
very, very difficult, and she was really worried about how the kids were gonna be okay and how the family was gonna be held together. But again, I think she's got such a loving support and network that I think people are stepping in and people are showing up, and I feel like these kids are okay, but it's like she really was so important to him that she mattered, right? It was so important, and
yes,
she loved being a mother, and I think that was, like, her whole role, right? Once she became a mother, she just
yes,
realized this was
yes,
everything she
yes,
needed to be, and so I do feel like, one of the things too is I think you have a big contribution to her life in the fact of, staying involved with these kids, okay? Because I feel like, especially as
yes,
they get older, they're gonna wanna hear about their mom, and I think you're able to share her in a way that other people can't, and she wants you to do that. Like, she wants you to share, like, things about her that, you know, her spouse wouldn't know or her parents wouldn't know. Like, she really wants you to share those things, okay? And so I
yeah,
will leave
yeah.
that. So just stay active with them, but she's so grateful to you. Yeah, she's just so grateful. She's so grateful to you. And she definitely keeps showing me a pink rose. So I don't know if the name Rose is connected to anyone or if you see roses and think of her, but she definitely connects to a pink rose. Okay. So I would
Pink
just kind
rose.
of, yeah, pink rose. So and so see if maybe somebody in the family is named Rose or something along these lines, because she's saying she's giving me a rose and pink rose. Okay.
Okay, a friend of ours was gonna get a tattoo of a
Oh,
rose
there you go. So just
in
perfect.
honor of her.
That's right. Well, see, it's what a perfect way, because then A, obviously she knows about this, but she really likes it. So just tell the friend though, if it's a rose, pink rose.
Okay,
Not a
yep,
red
okay.
rose. Lots of love
How
to you.
about my
Yes.
grandmother?
Well, I want to really be fair to everybody else. So since we've brought in 2 connections and I normally only bring in 1, I'm going to open
Yep,
up the call
yep.
lines to others, and
No, that's
always feel free to call back in, okay?
okay.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Have a good night.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You
Bye-bye.
too.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks.
Okay, let us do another caller here. Here we go. How about 270? Hey, 270. This is
Hi,
Colby. Who is
Colby.
this? Hi there. Who is this?
This is Jill.
Hi, Jill. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I am well. What can I do for you tonight?
Well, my question this evening is will this year bring a different career path for me?
Actually, it will. I was surprised by the answer, but it absolutely will. I think, and I'm asking them why, and it's really great. I think it's gotten to a point where you're a little either fed up or burnt out from the path that you've been on. And I feel like that's inspiring you to actually be a bit more proactive. And because of that, there's a new role or a new path coming in for you. I think one of the things to do though is to really be focused on enjoying more of what you're doing. You don't work in banking or legal, right? What do you do? What was the original career path?
Well, I currently work for a financial planning
Oh,
firm, but
very
that is not
right. Okay, yeah.
but
That's the past
that
one.
is
That's
not what I went to school for.
okay,
So,
that's fine. That to me was the past one though. That's the one where I feel like we're now going to go in a different direction, because that's the one I felt like doesn't
okay.
doesn't feel in alignment with you. Okay? So, I feel like it's moving in
Correct.
a different direction for you, okay? So, with this, I feel like there is a sense where there's definitely something way more creative for you, okay? I feel like for you, it's about being creative. I feel like it's about almost creating packages. Do you write at all, Jill? Are you a writer? Would that make sense?
No, I mean, it does to a point. I mean, I do enjoy writing, but it's not something that I do um, for financial means at this point.
No, right, right, right. What I want you to do is I see a different path that's a little more creative and it's a little more clientele based though, like where you're helping people, but there may be some writing in that or writing that you're doing for it. I'm seeing that you're going to need a website for this. What is it you
Well,
want to
I've been
do?
toying with, well, my actual background is working with horses. So I'm actually a certified therapeutic riding instructor. So I
Yeah,
just
so that's why
finished
yeah, so
a
you're going
second
to yeah, you're going to need a
degree around that.
yeah, you're going to need a website because I feel like this path, this kind of creative path and this working with people, right? That this well, I mean, you're
Right.
working with horses, but honestly, you're working with people. The
That
horses,
is true. And
yeah,
honestly, it's also with just in animals too, small animals and
yes, yeah,
large animals
but I
because
see,
I do Reiki as well.
yeah,
So
because I see a website, and I see you needing to write for your website. And interesting, like I see you
okay,
almost writing these kind of prescriptions for your clients coming in. It's almost like I see you writing prescriptions for them in a way. So it's like I think you so it's like you might have sessions with them, but I think it's more than that. I feel like you're going to be either teaching it as well or giving classes on it or like I said these kind of quote unquote prescription ideas around it. So I really feel like there's going to be a writing aspect. Writing? That's so funny because 'cause I'm saying
okay.
writing, but it's so close
Mhm.
to writing, isn't it? But I really think there's gonna be
It
an
is.
as yeah, so
Yes,
it's
it is.
so I'm like, I'm wondering if they're kinda trying to confuse me, which is interesting, but I really feel like you have a website, and I feel like it brings people in, and it definitely feels like this is something that you can absolutely get in the works now, and I really feel like by summer and fall, you could really even have these clients coming in consistently, and that really helps you leave the financial world, okay?
That definitely makes sense. I've been toying with that idea of putting it together.
Yep.
Had a few, you know, thoughts as to the title or, what I want it to be. It's really around the energy healing
Mhm.
with, animals in general, but trying to figure out how to tie all of that in with
What
the
about
horses
I
and
wonder if it could
and,
be,
and things of that nature.
I don't know if this fits. I mean, you're gonna have to think of the name, right? But what if it's something like equestrian energy healing or equestrian energy therapy? I wonder if it's something like that that would work for you.
I
So,
do like that. That's where I was going with it. I was really thinking of maybe equestrian energy element.
yeah, perfect. So perfect. That sounds great. So it doesn't matter if there's other animals in it because you can always put those on the website and it's
Right.
okay. Like they'll be part of the package. But it absolutely feels like it's time to get centered and do this and really move forward. I mean, on a side note, I do my coaching. Like it almost feels like we should get you into some brand coaching to get you like really focused on this because it feels like you're supposed to be doing this now. So whatever the case, let's start peeling away the layers, and I want you to really start diving deep so that we can pull this in because June, July, 100%, you could be really in this by then, okay?
All right. That sounds absolutely fabulous.
All right. You have a great night. I'm so happy. This feels so good for you. We got to get you out of the financial world because it's almost like your wrist or your wrist or something, something your physical body is suffering from that financial work.
Yeah, I can feel it. Yeah,
Okay.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
All
Yeah.
right. So it's that's the universe
All right.
nudging you to make the shift, okay?
Thanks, Colby.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
Absolutely.
Okay, bye.
Thanks, you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. I love that. And it's interesting that she called in because I've been feeling such a pull or connection to go visit horses or go ride a horse. They are so healing and there's such a connection with them, but it's really it'd be fun to kind of tune into and play with a little bit. So let us do another caller here, 303. Hi, 303. This is Colby. Who is this?
Hi, my name's Pearl.
Hi, Pearl. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. What can I do for you tonight, honey?
I'm open for anything that comes. Grateful for the opportunity. Thanks.
Well, let me do me a favor. Would you want it more psychic and just ask a question, something more specific, just so we can dive in? I want to really be able to dive in for you.
Okay, my medium people or mediumship with my connecting with my loved ones would be great.
Okay, which loved one?
My mother.
Okay, there we go. So here's what's kind of interesting. I don't know why they keep talking about your name. I don't know if you're named after someone else or if there's just something so special about your name that she loves, but she keeps mentioning your name, okay? So I feel like there's something
Yes, I
very
was named after a great grandmother.
okay, perfect. And then because she lets me know that that feels very like that was so special to her. I do feel like she passed young. Am I correct? I mean, she feels like she's kind of
Yes,
young when she
yes,
passes because it's been a
yes,
little while, right? And she also gives me,
yes,
I think she was beautiful. I mean, I'm just seeing an absolutely beautiful woman, beautiful skin. Um, I feel
yes,
like she
yes.
could just radiate beauty. And my oh my gosh, she just feels beautiful. And I'm kind of curious, did she happen to have dark hair or do you have dark hair? I keep seeing this beautiful dark hair as well.
Yes, dark
Oh,
brown, both of us.
okay, perfect. Because I just and these almond-shaped eyes. You know, it's interesting. I think you look like her, Pearl, because I'm seeing these
Yes.
beautiful eyes, and she's almost saying showing me that it's you, but she's saying it's a reflection of me. And so that's
Oh,
and she's a very delicate woman. I believe she was very delicate. I believe she was very graceful. I just get a real strong sense of grace connected to her. Does that make sense?
yes,
Okay. And I do know that she's very loving. I believe she loved having children. Just for her, she was so nurturing, nurturing as a parent, nurturing in how she was. I just feel like I wonder if there's just a quickness to her passing because I just feel like it was just like leaving everybody too quickly. Does that make sense?
yes,
Okay.
yeah,
I almost feel like it's unexpected. I just feel like it's quick, it's unexpected. You understand that, correct?
yes,
And I almost feel like there's somebody would you understand somebody else being a part of this? I keep feeling like she's letting me know somebody else was
yes.
there. Okay. At the almost at the hands of someone else, is that correct?
Um, mm, yes. Sorry, I was thinking,
Okay.
yeah, it could be interpreted that way.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Just because I don't know if it's a car accident or something like this, but I feel like somebody else is also there. Somebody else is also there. Something else is happening. So,
Yeah. She was
okay.
by a car, yeah.
Okay,
Mhm,
got it. Thank you.
mhm.
I appreciate it. And so what happens with this is but I also feel like she's really like focusing on how much she would really like helping other people. I just feel like for her one of the things she would you were young. I just think this is a while ago. How long ago was this? Can I ask, Pearl?
It was yeah, it was 8 years ago.
Yeah, see, I felt like there was a good amount of time with this, just because I also feel like she gives me the sense where I think she really enjoyed helping people. I think she really enjoyed being creative. I just feel like there's such a peacefulness to her, you know? And it's interesting because
Mhm.
you're a lot like her. And I feel like obviously you talk to her a lot and, she's always with you when
Yes.
you talk to her and even, one thing too is I know that you always asking her for advice or things like, mom, I don't know how to make this decision or can
Mhm.
you help me with this? I'm a little lost with this. And I feel like she's
Yeah.
absolutely there and loves to guide you with those answers. So I think for you, it's about setting up those kind of signs for you so you know which way she's going to. She also keeps talking
Mhm.
about love for you and family for you. Okay. So, I
Mhm.
feel like
Mhm.
you don't have children. I keep seeing her talking about children, but maybe they're not there yet for you. Is that correct?
They are here. Yes.
Oh, okay. So just know that she knows you have 2 there must be 3. Are you having 3? Do you have 2 and then getting a I heard 2 and then I saw
Okay,
3.
you're yes. She met 3 and I
Okay.
had 2 after she passed.
Got it. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Because I was like, "Wait
Mhm.
a minute. Thank you for that." but she's letting you know that she's around them and she's letting you know that she's with them. But she's also wanting you to share your gift, you know? So I really do feel like, Pearl, that you have a connection and it really is about you sharing your connection as well. Okay. And it's almost like
Uh-huh.
knowing it's okay to open up, knowing it's okay to share. And I feel like you've done very well processing her passing. Like she makes me feel like your heart is open, but she wants to like make you feel more
Mhm.
safe, you know, like it's okay to feel safe. It's okay. But she's letting us know that she loves you and that she's with you and that she's 100% around you. Okay? You have a son,
Thank
don't
you.
you? You have a son. There's a son, and you have a daughter. Are there two daughters and one son? Is that correct?
One daughter and four sons, but
Oh
she
my
met the
goodness.
two
Oh,
sons and
I
the one
see. I
daughter.
got it. Okay, I got it. She loves all of them, but I really feel like that daughter. So, would your daughter have her middle name as your mom's name or another name? Did that name also, is there also the name of,
Yes, she
okay,
has
thank you.
my
Okay.
she, she has my stepfather's name as her middle name, who died
Okay.
right around my mother. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Because and I just got chills because just letting you know that is just him kind of they're kind of working together, but that's him kind of popping in and acknowledging as well. But even though I heard it from her, but I feel like there's an acknowledgement of
Mhm.
their knowing, okay? And so I
Mhm.
feel like and I just heard a ka sound. Kylie, so is one of the do we have a ka sound around one of these kids? Ka. Kyle, Kaylee, something like this.
Also, my biological father is in the spirit world, and he had Chris is his
Okay,
name.
okay, thank you. Okay, so
Mhm.
it's interesting. I will, I can't tune into all of them like I did with the other caller. We just try to give you a
Absolutely,
little nibble.
absolutely,
But I
yeah.
really do feel like, your initial thing is, can I connect to any of my loved ones? And it's like, I think they just want to show you that
Mhm.
they are representing, right? It's like your mom was the one
Mhm.
step forward because we asked her to, but it's letting you know that you're supported by all of them. And then one last thing is I just feel, and maybe I feel like they're letting you know, like, I want you to trust that your people will be around you. Like, I don't know if it's just that you worry that if you love that they won't be there or that do you know what I'm saying? But they
Mhm.
wanna let you know that they are still so much with you and that they want you to keep trusting and that they love watching you parent and they love watching the
Mhm.
playfulness of the kids. Like you've got very healthy kids. Like they feel very, very, very happy and playful and
Yes.
your loved ones 100% are
Mhm.
giving you full credit for that. And so they just wanna thank you
Aw.
for and it's like you share things and you share all that love and you're very creative with your kids. I mean, I see you playing with them, but I also see you
Mhm.
very, very creative with them at sitting down, doing
Yes.
crafts, all sorts of things. Your
Mhm.
imagination with them runs wild. So it's like, it's either that you play horsey with them, like all sorts of things. So they're letting you know that they know this
Yes.
and that they're with you. Okay. So
Oh, thank you so much. I love that. That was so spot on and just filled me up with so much love. Thank you.
you are so welcome. Lots of love to you and lots of love from the other side. Okay.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Have a good night. Bye-bye. All righty. Let us do one more caller here. We will do one more 941 here. Hey, 941. This is Colby. Who is this?
Hi, Colby. This is Adrian.
Hi, Adrian. How are you doing, honey?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. What can I do for you tonight?
I would like to have a mediumship connection if I have somebody.
With who? I'm sorry.
I would like to, if my brother's around.
Okay, perfect. Okay, great. Thank you, Adrian. And let's tune into this wonderful man of yours. The first thing I got, honestly, underneath, he's actually very sensitive. So I think he was very good at showing this really great exterior, right? But he's also a very, very
Mm-hmm.
sensitive guy underneath. And I feel like certain people really got to see that in him, that real specialness, right? And I feel like for him, though,
Absolutely.
and I just feel like he's so thoughtful. I mean, I feel like he's a very thoughtful. There's even a sentimental side to him, And it's hard because he keeps saying to me, "All right, Colby, not too much, not too much." So so I feel like,
Not everybody can know.
no, right, that's what I feel like. He's like, "Hey, hey, hey, my buddies might be listening." So I think like I feel like, you know, it's those things, like, for instance, he just showed me, like, groceries, right? And, like, maybe your mom or your hands would be full with groceries, and he naturally would just be carrying a bag, just, "Oh, let me take care of that," or, "Let me grab that for you." Just those sorts of things without needing to be asked to do them, right? And but he also
Spot on.
yeah, he also gives me, oh my gosh, like, but all I keep seeing is this really good-looking face. I don't know, I mean, he's a really, to me, such a good-looking man. Like, this beautiful smile with people, this beautiful energy that he radiates. I don't know if he had some health issues, though. Was he battling either some health, or was he always worried about his diet? I don't know why he's giving me that. Would you understand that on some level?
He did struggle with mental health,
Okay.
which
Okay.
led to addiction.
That's right. Okay.
Hmm.
Because I feel like, but I also feel like, I think too it impacted his physical health, because I feel like it made him, because I think prior to this, like I said, he's very and going back to that sensitivity also connects to the addiction, right? Because when people are really, really sensitive and they're super empathic, which he is, sometimes it makes it very difficult to deal with all the pressures and processes of things. And that can also lead to like bipolar and depression. I'm not a doctor. I'm certainly not diagnosing. I'm just really
Right.
tuning into him. And that's what he's really giving me is this
Hmm.
like, his thoughts are confused. Like, I really see that sometimes his thoughts are confused, right? And and a sense of
Absolutely. Yeah.
and a sense of depression. So I think that the drugs would make him feel better or give him more energy. But I think he started to really hate, like, I'm just going to be fully honest with you. I think he knew there was an addiction. I
Hmm.
don't think he liked it. Like, I feel like he kept telling himself he was going to beat this or he was going to stop, because I don't think he liked when he
Hmm.
wasn't on it how it made him feel, because it made him like, I feel like he
Right.
couldn't move or he
No,
couldn't get out of bed. You know what I'm saying?
no, you're right. I know
Okay,
exactly what you're saying.
okay. But I wanna tell you now on the other side, oh my gosh, like, he's so healthy. He's so healthy. His body is healthy. His mind is healthy. He's he's got so much happiness with him. You know what I mean? Does your mom have a is there
That's good to hear.
Is there a I know this sounds weird. Is there a button with a picture of him or something someone wears with his photo, or you would have had it at some point?
A button? Is that what you're saying?
I'm sorry, it's a button, like either a button or a pin, or it's something with his image that somebody would have worn.
Not that I'm aware of.
Hmm.
But uh, my mom is a funky decorator, so she does have some buttons by his pictures at her house
There you go.
as
Yeah,
a
see?
decoration.
There you go, perfect, right? Okay, that's it, that's it. There we go, that's it. So, thank you for that, because I was like, "Why is he showing me these buttons or these pins? What is he doing?" So, that makes sense to me. Okay, so can you tell your mom, he gives me chills, he gave us chills, the girl. Can you tell your mom that he knows she did this?
Absolutely.
Okay. And also a sense of this sense of peace, this sense of well-being. Also, I feel like Adrian, I feel like I don't know if you have a son or you named your son after him, but he keeps saying I don't know if it's in the plan, but I keep feeling like his name is coming back in.
Um, I have a son, but his name isn't attached. But he has a son that has the same middle name.
Okay, got it. Okay, that's it. So again, so then he's acknowledging his son, okay? But and then really quick going into that relate I just feel like he had I feel like with that son's mother, there was a bit of a volatile relationship, or definitely an inability to communicate. And I feel like, does that make sense? Do you understand that? Or would you know that?
they were black and white. It was night
Okay.
and day with them. So yes.
If I don't know if you're able to get a message to her. I do feel like he wants to apologize for his part in this. He wants to apologize because he just says, if I think some of her either anger or anxiety was a frustration, and he just wants to say he's sorry for his part in this, and that he does wish he had been a better partner, but he's such a good guy. He's such a good guy. I know you know it, and
Honestly,
I
yes.
I will tell you, I think this guy had some trouble in the living loving himself, right? And he wants to let you know he loves himself. He is at peace. He loves who he is, and he's able to offer so much love that I want you to know how much love he's offering around you, okay? And I think you had a dream about him. I feel like it
Okay.
was either you or your mom had a dream. It was a visit. So just to know that that was a visit. Did you have that or was it your mom?
All of us.
Okay.
My mom, my sister, me.
He lets you know
Hmm.
that is him visiting. He's saying, I am there and I am visiting. So I will leave that with you. So please, if you could share those messages with the others, and lots of love to you. I know
Okay.
it's difficult. I mean, he's a beautiful, bright light, and he still is. And I just think to know, gosh, you gotta tell his kids he loves them. You just gotta let him know he loves them. I think it's so important, and I
Okay.
know you share him. I know you share him, but he's there with them, and he's just wants to say he's so much better today, and he just wants you guys to know that. Don't remember the darkness of it. Like, he's so healthy, and he really wants you guys to know that, okay?
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Lots of love to you. Have a beautiful night, okay, honey?
You too, Colby. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, everybody, that is the end of our episode. Thank you all for joining in. Thank you all for calling in. We have, guess who's back? It's our favorite Canadian psychic medium, Matthew Stapley. You don't want to miss him. Come back, join me next week. We're going to take some calls on air. I love him, you love him, so I invited him back. And I'm excited. So please, feel free to subscribe to the podcast. It really does help. It helps everybody get that word out, helps those messages get out to those seeking people who they can connect to. So lots of love, everybody. Have a beautiful night. I want to just thank you so much. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being here. Have a beautiful night, and I'll see you next week.
Thank you for listening to the Colby Rebel Show. Be sure to follow Colby on social media at Psychic Rebel. And if you've enjoyed this podcast, please head on over to iTunes to leave a review to help Colby grow the tribe. Colby is an international psychic medium, teacher, best-selling author, and speaker. She is a master teacher of the Lisa Williams International School of Spiritual Development and is the owner of the Colby Rebel Spirit Center in Los Angeles. Visit colbyrebel.com.